Welcome, welcome. I'm Stevie C, and this is my journeyman across Asia. Um, Football manager. I forgot what I was playing. Football manager 26. What a start, eh? Appreciate those of you that are tuning in to watch this, and hopefully you'll enjoy the content. We're gonna look at what's going on. We've had a couple of games which have been a little bit of a letdown, if I'm honest. We've just been knocked out of the cup by Ada FC, the Ada Club, and we got a draw against Ittihad Ramtha, who are not actually a very good side in context of our league. But that dip in form does give us a bit of concern because it now means that we are not going to have won the league, I don't think, by the time Dakara and Al Sahan play me. They are teams of danger for me. So we now have to really make sure that the early games in this stream are the ones that go well for us. Because if we approach them in bad form, anything can happen. So this is obviously the game that we played where we lost 4-2. And as you can see, we were 3-0 down and the game was over before we even showed any interest in it. We got a couple of goals back through Ghazi, but going all out attack, trying to get that equaliser. Baker Mohammed managed to seal the deal for Ada Club, and they went on into the next round of the cup, which I was kind of hoping we would progress, but it's not the end of the world when we've got a title race on. So if we look at the league, there we are. We sit comfortably at the top. AL-ARABI and played 18, 46 points. Not bad. We've yet to lose in the league. That is something that is quite important. Let me just check the chat's working. Ma'an SC are one of the teams who very likely could catch us and may steal the number one spot. But if they did, it wouldn't be the end of the world. As long as we got the top two spots, I'm happy. But as you can see, the two teams chasing us, 38 and 36, so 8 points and 10 points behind, respectively. We've got to play both of them, and we want to try and get ourselves clear of these guys. So let's see how this unfolds as we move on with what hopefully will be a promotion party. But we never know. We'll have to wait and see. I have two saves on the go at the moment, so it's a little bit of time to just sort of bring ourselves back into the mindset of the Journeyman save, where we are going across Asia. This is actually our 7th season, and we've done 3 seasons in Laos and 1 season in Mongolia. 3 seasons in Mongolia, 2 clubs in Laos and 1 club in Mongolia. And we actually turned that 1 club into the best club in the league. They may not be the best club in the league anymore because we stole a couple of their players. So they're actually playing for me now in AL-ARABI. And I think they have acquitted themselves very well, considering. The transfer deadline's in 1 week, but unless we lose a load of players, I'm not really bothered. We've got our team, and nothing's going to change that now. To be honest, I don't think we need to. Although I do remember, and that was something actually worth noting, is we have just sold Ghazi, the one who scored the 2 goals in the last game. He's actually gone. So yeah, we are weakened considerably with a couple of players who either want to leave or are leaving. So several clubs have offered for this guy here. But actually, as much as I would like to loan him out, and he is pretty good, I think we need him now. Because if we look at our squad and the attacking midfielder roles, we have Purev, who is now going to be my first choice, although his form has dipped quite considerably in recent weeks. Ghazi is about to go, so we're going to lose him. If we look at this bid here, he's actually going to go for 30k, which in the context of, it doesn't sound a lot, but in the context of what players are worth in Jordan, it's not too bad. If I took you to our finance page and to our balance, we would take a quarter off our debt that we have with that sale, and that's the reason that I agreed to it. I'm hoping that even without Ghazi, we've got enough in us to, even if it's stumbling, get over the line and get promoted, and then we can worry about whether we're replacing those players or getting a new team in the higher division. I don't think the higher division is going to be that much of a jump from where we are now, so hopefully we'll be able to manage it. So, well, we are 6 games away from that first game, but we've got to watch these transfers very closely now. So we're going to reject all those offers at the moment. So I don't think it's worth it with any of them anyway. So we'll reject, reject, reject. Although that one would, oh no, that one's the one that's going through. I was going to say, if that was 30k for a loan, that would have been good. So we're just waiting now for the finalising of that sale. I deliberately kept him on just to get us into the next round of the cup, but that didn't work, did it? So never mind. So one good piece of good news for me is that I passed my first goal of 11 followers. Well, the goal was 10, so I have achieved that, and automatically it's moved on to 20. So that's where we're going to be aiming for over the course of the next couple of weeks. But thank you to all those who have followed me. I really appreciate it. This is, of course, for those on YouTube watching. This is Twitch that I'm talking about here. So just so that you understand the context of my conversation. We must be getting close to deadline day now, surely. It's after the match, actually. Right, so this is where we lose Ghazi. Eamon Ghazi. I'm a bit disappointed to sell him. I think he's a really good player. But, the money we couldn't turn down at the timing of it was just about right for Salt to come in. And we've already got one unhappy player, and Ghazi would have kicked off as well. To have 2 unhappy players would have been an absolute nightmare. There they come again, looking for another player. But I can't sell him. As much as he wants to join them, they're going to have to make it really worth my while. So I'm going to say clear my debt and you can have him. Yeah, clear off. Discuss the issue with odd one. I think there should be one here. We need you to try and help us win promotion this year. I'll let you go at the end of the season if we don't go up. Um, well, can we not say? Oh, what do we do here? Right, if we come in again for him, we'll have to sell him. I think we've got our hands held there. I think to lose that money, but it would weaken our squad considerably. We have cover, but I don't think we have anybody anywhere near as good as him. So I reckon if we just went for a straight 30k, see whether they would go with that. We perhaps could have started with more, but never mind. So that's two players potentially going out the door, which would almost halve our debt. I mean, I suppose technically we could have offered him out to somebody else. So transfer offer via transfer room for 35k. Offer player out. Go to their messages. It's transfer deadline day, and nobody unregistered. He is not for sale. So that is what we're asking for him. So off we go. We're 8 points clear of the nearest team who can knock us out of the thing and out of the league, out of the promotion, and I don't understand that at all. Right, we're going to have to upset him, and he's going to be still playing for us even if he's not happy because we can't afford not to. But I mean, look at this, Purev. You're going to have to go back into your position, my friend, and Shot is going to be my backup for him. I think we'll give No Flow a go here again against who we played, Adar again. And we'll keep Mohammed on there, but he hasn't really performed as I would have liked. But, you know, we don't really have too many players who can take his place as the target man. So somebody's banned apparently. Just come back from injury and now he's banned. So here we go. Win this game and we are a mighty step closer to that promotion that Sokon is wanting but can't see happening. I mean, he's so negative, man. How do you have such a big lead in the league and he can't see us getting promoted? So having disappointed in the cup, let's hope that we can come back with something of a win here. Bani Yassin plays it to Purev. Gives it back to Bani Yassin. He's running through. He's got a real opportunity to shoot. Clatters off the crossbar. And that was a good start. Mansour has the ball on the right. He looked like he got fouled, but it's not been given. Oh, we're playing Muhammad Ali again. He'll knock us out. Al-Sheikh runs through, but Sokon makes a save. Good job he's not stitching us up by playing like an idiot. So Al-Absi does not get the winning the ball like I would hope for him. Odd could well be on his way tomorrow. Or, well, today, I suppose. This is actually the transfer deadline day. But he's playing his last match for us at the moment, and hopefully he doesn't stitch us up and get sent off. He's already on a yellow card. That would just be poetic, wouldn't it? But he's without a doubt our best defender. Roabda is a good defender and probably a good leader. But, oh, wait there, what's going on here? Al-Absi. He's got a lot of players on him and he's skipped past the ball. Gives it to No Flow. Give it back to Al-Absi. He was running through. He's gone for goal himself. And really frustrating when they do that. But at the same time, that one was a bit more of a shootable opportunity. So Al-Absi with a free kick. They've gone short. Wasn't expected. Gambat's offside, surely. Yes, he looked about 4 miles offside. Would have been good for him to get his first goal for us. He is one of the two, Purev being the other, that have come with me from from Mongolia, I should say. They are the legacy players of my time in Asia. Israewa gives it to No Flow. No Flow taking his time, waiting for the runs. The runs don't really come, so he tells Al-Absi that's where you're running to by putting the ball there. It's pulled back to Bani Yassin, and there it is, 1-0. And we finally have the lead in this game. It's been a little bit of a shaky start where we've conceded a couple of good opportunities to them, but in general, I would say that we've had the better of the play. But less than 25 minutes to make the breakthrough. Let's hope we can go on from strength to strength from here. So Al-Absi pulls it back to Mansour, who gives it to Al-Adwan. Wawabda plays the ball forward to No Flow. No Flow cuts to the byline and gets tackled, wins the corner. We're actually going to see the corner. It is a short corner routine, which has worked a couple of times, in fairness. And Bani Yassim, in good shooting form, has put it wide. Maybe he should have passed it, but never mind. I mean, we're building up the shot count now. We've got 60% possession. Everything is saying total domination, except for the scoreline, which is always on a thread when it's 1-0. Pulled back. Oh, well, I think the keeper has just helped us out magnificently there by punching the ball into his own goal. Thank you very much, Mr. Abu Taha. Should be Abu Haha with that one. I mean, that was terrible, wasn't it? Oh, dear. But we'll take that. Definitely take that. 2-0 lead. Now all we need to do is not concede the 4 that we did in the cup. Need to watch that Awad. He scored all the goals against us in the last game. So, Mohammed tries to buy a foul. Doesn't get it. Purev and Bani Yassin. Gambat with the long ball for no flow. That is a superb pass from Gambat. No flow's gone past his man. Rolls it inside and Purev. Badman Yambugi. Purev. And that is 3-0. And surely, I've said this before, so I've got to stop there. So 3-0. Well worked. And we'll not say any more than that. We haven't won the game yet. It's 0-0, guys. Concentrate. It's good to see Purev coming back into form as well, because he'd been a little bit poor in the last sort of 5 or 6 games. So he's still got a high average rating, but his ratings were beginning to get a little bit sporadic in terms of cropping over 7. No flow. Cuts inside. He's had a superb game as no flow, and he's hit the post. I actually think it was easier to score than miss that one. Mansour with the throw, gives it to Al-Absi, takes it back, and Gambat. Will he give us another one of these long passes? Nope, he's gone to Al-Adwan. And can you believe that we could end up passing Al-Adwan? I can't even say his name. I'm going to say nothing because Muhammad Ali's just jabbed us right on the chin. That is 3-1, and all of a sudden this game is not as comfortable as what I first thought. So Bani Yassim plays it out to Israel. Gives it to Gamba. Raubada. Al-Adwan. Mansour. Plays Al-Absi in. Al-Absi's charging in. Will he pull it back or will he shoot? He'll shoot. Surely that's a corner. He dived out of the pitch. So I'm going to drop down to balanced for the start of the second half. But I don't think we need to make any changes yet. So we'll give him a good encouragement, say that we're very happy with how it's going, although I am a little bit nervous about complacency. 3-0 is a good lead, but we've already seen one goal cutting it short, and I've seen us before throw away a 3-goal lead. I can't remember if it was in this save or in one of the other teams, or I thought Purev was going to score then, or if it was in the League Town save that I've just started. So Israel gives it to Gamba, and Israel crosses it long, and Al-Absi I mean, we're still creating the chances despite dropping it back a little bit. So that's not bad. Mahmoud gives it to Muhammad Ali, who is the guy who scored for them, and Muhammad now in the midfield gives it to Awad. Absolutely ran riot in the cup. Muhammad's away here, crosses the ball. Awad is not going to get there, and we clear it out for a throw. That was good from Israel and just didn't mess around with it. But can we now defend from this throw-in attack? Al Sheikh has absolutely skinned his man, and this is not looking good. They not only broke our hearts in the cup, they could break our hearts here as well. I mean, here they come again. What do you do when they're coming at you like this? No flow, get there. No, he didn't get there. No. That Al Sheikh looks a decent player, to be fair. And Awad. Oh, thank goodness. I have no idea why that was disallowed, but I'm very thankful for it. Mansour. Come on, get that 2-goal lead back. It's headed away, and Awad, and I think this could be another counter-attack. I mean, we've got to do something to stop the rot here. No flow, great ball. Hits a post. He wasn't offside. Right, what can we do to change this? I think we go to the old Lions, strikerless Lions, and try and confuse them a little bit. So AL-ARABI could go to there. Gamba is going to have to be the one sacrificed, I suppose. He's had a good game now. So, yeah, I think that's everybody in the right position. Do we want to make any changes? I think Kwamala has not played particularly well, has he? So Al-Khatib can come in, who is a much better player, actually. We have to be careful. We can only have 3 subs, so I'll add one. Playing his last game for us. Purev. No flow. No flow. Cuts inside. He's going to go for goal. He's hit the post and it's come straight back out to Badman Yambugim Purev. And that, hopefully, will be that. No flow with the shot that hit the post. The first and quickest to react was Badman Yambugim Purev, who slots it home. He's got the most ridiculous first name in the world, but he scores goals, and that's all that matters. Bani Yassi, very much one of my favourite players. I still don't know how to pronounce that guy's name, whether it's a Q or a T. One of them's got to be silent. And he nearly scored then. I'm gonna call him Keyshat. And that is final answer. Or either that or we go to ChatGPT. And go, ChatGPT, how do you pronounce this name? No flow. Tried to cross it, took a deflection, fell kindly to Abu Taha. Muhammad Ali crosses it to Al Sheikh on the... Wow, that was superb. That Al Sheikh is going to be one of my first attempts to sign. I think he looks absolutely outstanding. He's one of the guys who has impressed me in this. He seems to have a good touch and good skill. Certainly when I've played him. This Awad's not bad either. How this team are not one of the teams near the top, I do not know. That's a good ball in. Muhammad Ali at the far post. Left-footed volley. Could have caused us trouble there. What highlights are we on? Only key, but there's an awful lot of them. It's an exciting game. It could be an exact replica of a previous game, 4-2. Only this time with us on the winning side. Awad. Well done. Israel wins it back. Key shot. AL-ARABI is going to pick that ball up. He's in a very good position here, and he slots it home. And actually, we've outdone their cup. And to be fair, they don't deserve this many goals. Certainly the second half, they have been brilliant, and we've been sort of hanging on. But we have managed to get the sucker punches at the right moment, and even Muhammad Ali wasn't enough to take us out. (5-2), we win, and that takes us a mighty step closer to our target of winning the league. The other teams have not played yet, so we have sort of gained momentum on them. I'd rather have the points though than the games. So I'll add one. As we've had an offer from Salt again. I thought they were already buying him, to be honest. For 35k this, so. Offer via transfer room to 40k. Offer player. We are still unbeaten. That is incredible. So I think we're going to have to accept that. I don't want to, but the stupid thing is, all these guys want to leave to play pro league football, and we're literally what, a few wins from achieving it. I mean, they can get 6, 12, 18 points in total. So that's 56 points for Al Sanan. If we get 7 points from here, we're on 56 points. So if we get 8 points, we have done it. We are guaranteed promotion, and we're in that league. And we've got 5 games to do it in. You know, it's 2 wins and a couple of draws in those 5 games. We've not lost in the league this season, so it's easily one of the So let's have a look at our finances and just see if we're looking a bit better now. Yeah, we've halved the debt. So that is something that we can be quite happy with. I didn't want to sell a lad one, but it had to be done. I mean, let's see where Salt are in their league now. I could have just clicked on that Pro League, to be honest, but hey ho. So they're going to get relegated, aren't they? So you know what's going to happen as soon as they go down? I'm going to try and buy them players back. I mean, why they're so desperate to leave for a team that's going to get relegated? Unbelievable. A little bit of the incoherency of the brain that works within Football Manager is decisions like that. In when I was in Mongolia, I lost a player who was a first team player for me, who chose to go to a tier 3 team. Oh no, tier 4 team, who were amateur. So he can't have been offered any more money than me. And he went as an amateur to play for them instead. No logic to that decision whatsoever. Because he was on a non-contract with me, I couldn't stop it. So what are we delighted with? So we've achieved apparently the top half finish, and so everybody's happy with that. I'm going to respond to this one. Doesn't have the answer I wanted to give, if I'm honest. But I always knew we were going to get promoted because we were too good. So if we could get a win against a team who we battered twice in our friendlies at the start of the season, this could be all done but the singing. Sahab SC first. That's 13 days away. Why did he have to spread all these games out? I bet it wouldn't be spread out if I was still in the cup. So I'm working hard on the finances, and now there's rumours that AL-ARABI might have a takeover. Gamba has suffered a sprained foot, out for 3 weeks. Well, ain't that a shame? He was just coming into his own in the team. He'd made some fantastic balls forward in that last game. Was definitely responsible in some respects for the chances that we had. But we have a much better player who will come in and replace him. Not totally sure why he was on the bench, if I'm honest. I think I forgot that I'd taken him out for the cup game. The trouble when you're playing two saves, sometimes you make decisions in one game, end the save, go to the other save, and then when you come back, you forgot. And with the names, I haven't remembered all the names to a T yet. I mean, it's always a question of, will we still be here at the end of at the start of the next season? I'd like to be. I'd like to think that I would be here, but if a bigger team came and offered, it is a journeyman, so we would have to stay true to the save and move on to that bigger team. Although I don't think I'd move to a bigger team in here because I've got all these players. Look at this now, 18 years old, 4-star ability, and he's a pro league player. I don't think there's any question that this Bani Yassin, if we were to move on, Bani Yassin could be one of the ones who I looked to bring with me. Because if you look at his stats, he is, I won't say he's a wonder kid. He's not going to make it in the Premier League, but certainly I would say League One, League Two, he would be more than capable of holding his own in the English leagues. So the question is, how will our defence suffer without having had one in there? Adwan was our key player for the centre backs. And who are we going to use to replace him? Because we haven't got many to choose from. So let's have a look at how would I pronounce uh, Kuteshat. Kuteshat. Ah, Kute. Kute. Ah. So it it makes a little bit more sense with it being sort of Arabic rooted. Kuteshat. But we're changing the shat to shot because I can't bring myself to keep saying that. We're getting closer. 3 days away. So what's that? Changes. Player training changes. Can we afford to send these guys on courses? No, I'm not doing it because I don't know how much it costs, and our wages are struggling. I'll teach them the Arabic. Oh, now that is something we do not need. Our only other decent centre back has just got injured. Oh, it's going to come back to bite me on the bum, this, isn't it? So I'm just interested in my transfer budgets, recruitment budgets. I've got 130k in the bank. No, transfer budget. So let's put it all in wages. And hopefully next season, when they give me the go ahead for the wages, hopefully they'll give me about, I don't know, 16, 17,000 on the wage budget because that'll give us the ability to create a really good squad. So Gambat is injured, so we're going to have to take him out. Our centre backs are either dead or gone. Albeita can come back in, which is a bit of a plus. Right, so we need to reassess our central defence now. That 18-year-old needs to be on the bench. Alia can come out for him. Katim can replace Gambit. And Gambit, you could be replaced by him. So, could you imagine if we'd have sold a keeper as well? That would have been absolute curtains for this team. Would have not won another game. So, Al Hassanat has 7 pace, 6'3", is left-footed, so he needs to be on the left side. And Al Kawalda is 33 years old, good leader. Pace is 10, so it's not too bad, and reasonable in heading and marking, and is right-footed. So actually, these two look like they could be a good combination. You've got Ahmed, is a little bit. He's only young though, so he's 6 foot. He's fickle. Jumping reach is okay, but I mean, at the moment, I think he's definitely the backup to them. This guy's 5'10", so wouldn't really be considered as a centre back, even though that's where it says is his best position. And when he comes back, he's got 10 pace and all the other stuff, but he's right-footed as well. So that's a little bit annoying because I do actually quite like this 19-year-old here. He could well become the first choice player, even though his current ability is below that of the other guy. You know, his jumping reach is good. His strength is not great. Could see him getting out-muscled quite easily. Anything else we need to change? What are we missing? I think we're okay with that. So we'll go to the match and hopefully there'll be no problems with defence because they won't get the ball off us and we won't give them any defensive issues. So as we address the team, we're on a good run. Keep that going. It's basically the same thing all the time because we've been on a good run all season. Apparently they're demotivated. Can't encourage my attack because I haven't got one. So Al-Khatib gives it to Mansour. It's good to see Khatib back in the game again. He's certainly our best midfielder, but Bani Yassim will overtake him eventually. Al-Absi gives it to Kwamala. Kwamala Harris is playing. Kwalda put on the ball. Gives it to Albeita. Albeita plays it to Noplo. Gives it to Bani Yassim. Will he pull it back? He does, and Al-Absi slots it home. Mohamed Al-Absi. That is 1-0. We are getting seriously close to promotion here. Surely those other teams, all 3 of them, cannot keep winning, and that tells me that we are virtually there. So I'm going to suggest, let's see, by the end of it, if 50 points would have been enough to promote us. That would be what we'd get if we drew this game. Hurry. Hits the post. Should have scored. I mean, the way these guys are playing, this could be a cricket score, but we know that they're not going to stay bad for the whole game. Well done, Kwamala Harris. Khatib. Bani Yassi. Albeit. Kwamala Harris. That's got to be the best nickname I've come up with so far on this save. And there's been a few good ones. Purev. Albaita. Swings in the ball. Al-Absi was waiting, but the defender got the flick on. Hello. The ball's crossed in. No flow. Gives it to Bani Yassin. Purev from the edge of the area. Hits the crossbar. So far he's hit the post and the crossbar. Can he hit the back of the net at some point? It's the only bit he's missing. Free kick. To be taken by Bani Yassin. He is our creative force. Plays it to Kwamala Harris, who swings the ball out to Hassanat. Crossed in. Al-Absi should have scored. Somehow managed to head it wide. So Sokon, still sulking, I would imagine. Could call him Sulkon. No flow. Plays it out to Albaita. Albaita to no flow. No flow. Charges down the wing. Will he get the crossing? He does get the crossing. Al-Absi's waiting at the back post. And misses again. He scored one goal, but he should have had a hat-trick. So Al Salman to take a free kick for Saha. Yassin, they've got a Yassin. And he's a good one. Oh, that was a great cross. And Suba should have done a little bit better. I was trying to think of a over the bar pun that I could have given then for Suba, but it just didn't come to me in time. So half time we leave 1-0, and it's not the most comfortable of games anymore, but so let's look at their tactics, see if there's anybody who we need to replace. So Al Hassanat is on a yellow card, but has got a 7.2, so Mansour's not playing very well. Have we got his replacement on? Al Majali is there, so he's his replacement. He can't really play in that position, but he does seem to do well when he does. Al-Absi wins the ball. Charging forward, straight from the kickoff. Bound to be a pointless highlight. But that's a good cross in from them. They are getting a few little chances now, and Subar has hit the bar. That was a better pun for him, wasn't it? So Bani Yassin with a corner. Purev is with him. How will he play this one? A lovely 1-2. And Al-ARABI scored, but Purev's been given offside. I didn't think he was, to be honest, but we weren't at the best angle to see it. So this is the second game in a row where the goalkeeper's been called Abu Taha. That's interesting. So Al-ARABI a little bit lackluster with his challenge there. And we are very lucky that they have not got their shooting boots on. I've got to make a change of tactic again. We did this in the last match, but it did seem to completely confuse our opponents when we changed it. So Kutay is going to replace... Who shall we replace? It's got to be Kwamala Harris. On a yellow card, nervous and not doing very well. So Al-Khatib and Kutay are swapped. No Flow wants to be on the left. Al-ARABI wants to be on in the centre, and I think that's where we want it. Everybody is in position. Let's turn this into a comfortable win and not a dodgy 1-0. So Yusuf gives it to Al Salman. They're passing it around nicely. Could become an issue, but Kutay does well and wins it back. Purev chasing that ball. He has got it. Is he going to square it? Pull it back? What's he going to do? He's found Bani Yassin, who found Kutay arriving late and should have done a little bit better, but he's not very much involved in the game so far, so he just needs a bit of time to adapt to the pace of it, I suppose. We'll give him the benefit of a doubt, especially with how many shots Al-ARABI's missed. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Get it away. Well done, Sokan. Come on. And there it is, full time. And we won 1-0. It was a little bit nervy at the end. They probably actually deserved something out of that game, if we're honest. Despite not being at our best, I'm very happy. We've got to keep lifting up the egos of the guys, because what they're achieving here is absolutely incredible. We now have 52 points. And I'm just looking at the maths here. They've now played the same as us and are 14 points behind us. So they've got 6 games left, which is 12 points. Are we promoted? My maths is not working here. We played 26 games. Oh, no, it's 18 points. That was it. Oh, I was thinking that it was only 2 points a win for us some reason. So 18 points available, and we lead by 14 points from third place. This is beginning to look like ours to lose now. I think one more win would probably do it for us. But I'm gonna call it now that 50 points was enough to get us promoted. Who've we had regressing? Let's go back. It's there. So Abu Hazim, Kwalda, and Sokan, and Kwamala Harris are the ones who are not training very well. So gotta do this. Sorry. Give me 1 sec. So it's another 14 days to the next one. It's just ridiculous how many gaps there are between the games. I mean, I'm playing in this other save that I've got with Leak Town, and they're playing 2 games a week, and these are playing 1 game every 2 weeks. I mean, it is amazing how many how many players we still have who started before I even moved to this club. We look at the transfer history. There it was at the bottom. We look at the transfer history for this season. All of these guys. Oh, did I sign him? I remember signing Al-ARABI, but I don't remember signing No Flow. But maybe I did. But most of the players that I've signed have been players just to bulk out the squad a little bit. They've not been first team players, but Mansour has been good on the right back role. Purev and No Flow have been key players. Al-Absi's been a key player, and all the rest are just squad strengtheners. And Gambat was signed very recently, so he's only played a few games anyway. Don't forget, if you're enjoying the content, feel free to hit the follow. I'd greatly appreciate it. It'd take me a little bit closer to my goal that we're aiming to set for the next week or so. If you've already done it, I appreciate that too. Thank you very much. So Benny Yassine has improved a lot, considerably improved in anticipation and slightly in dribbling. He has benefited from individual out of possession training. He needs bigger and better challenges. He's progressing very well. He's performed very well in training lately. I think you're developing really well, and he's happy with that. We've got to watch these guys not getting unhappy because they're better than what we are too quickly when we're due to be playing in the best league within the next few months. Beta, he's been a bit annoying with his little niggly injuries, but I think it won't affect his match. I think he'll be back and raring to go. Interaction 1, criticise training. I don't think you've trained very well. Four games to go. A home game next. If we win this one against it's not the team who I thought it was. Al-Aqaba. If we don't win that, we've got one of our. Oh, it's 6 games left. Why am I saying 4 games? That's why. So we've got 2 teams right near the bottom after Al-Aqaba. who are the actual bottom team. We've got the bottom 3 teams. I mean, if we win all of those games, the league's done. There's no coming back from that. In fact, I don't think we need to win many of them, to be honest. Oh, get a stiff neck. Ugh. I think it's all the reaching over for my mouse. I think I'll go to keypad for a bit, do the space bar. It is a long time between games, and I apologise for that. It's just the way that the Asian leagues seem to work things out. Well, that's an anticlimax, isn't it? We haven't even played and we've just clinched promotion. Could have at least waited till we won the next game. So we've not won the league though. We've still got that to play for. So it's not like we've got nothing to play for. But we're on the up. We're on the up. We're the famous AL-ARABI and we're going up. So there you go. We got the promotion. We can start the promotion party. So we'll do that just now. I have no idea what this is. So you'll have to bear with me. Better turn this up. This is so the party is starting. We are promoted. Up before we've played our 6th game from the end. We played the bottom 3 teams and the party is rocking. So if that music's too loud, let me know, but we've just got to celebrate because we have achieved great things in our first season at AL-ARABI. So it's going to be a party atmosphere as we walk out, already promoted, into our own stadium against Shahab Al-Akbar. So we'll swap Kwamala Harris out, put Kwamala Harris onto the bench. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I think that was the only change that I wanted to make. We could lose a few players on suspension after this game. There's 3 players at the back who are on yellow cards. So if they get 1 yellow card in this game, we'll lose them. So, irrelevant what happens in this match today, we are promoted, but we still have a championship to go for. And we're not a million miles off winning that already. So, AL-ARABI has space, he's broke through, and forces a save from the keep. So AL-ARABI crosses in the ball, we just about get it away. We conceded a penalty, but it doesn't matter, we are promoted. We're not going to get angry at the ref for stitching us up. It's 1-0 to Akbar, and we're not going to complain because we are going up. Don't need to see the penalty replay. Purev, no flow. Back to Purev, long ball forward. AL-ARABI cuts inside, pulls it back, and Bani Yassim hits the post. Wow, that was close. Bani Yassim with the free kick. No flow. Gambat has Al-Hassanat was a great little flick there. No flow, I think it was. Put the ball over the bar. We're beginning to grow into the game now. I'm confident that at some point we should at least get a goal back. I mean, they've just got lucky with a dodgy refereeing decision, haven't they? But we may switch to the Gambat's got a yellow card, so Gambat may be coming off at half time, and we will switch to the other tactic, the Lions tactic. So AL-ARABI, Purev runs out wide with the ball, now cuts back inside. He's got them on toast, then he gives it to AL-ARABI, who puts it over the bar. Turn that music down a little bit. The party is getting serious now because we've got to try and get ourselves back in this game. Good cross. AL-ARABI should have won the header, but I don't know what he was doing. Qualder gives it to Mansour. Back to Al-Hassanat and Qualder, who play it around between themselves. Well done, Al-Baita. Bani Yassim, Purev. Plays a superb ball to AL-ARABI, surely this time. Mohamed AL-ARABI scores. Badman Yambugin, Purev with the assist. So look at all the fans who have turned up for the party. There wasn't many really, was there? But hey, we're top division next season, guys. So you can be happy with that. Al-Baita has the ball. Plays it to Bani Yassim. Jaber played through. That is a superb pass from Jaber. I can't even argue with that. That was absolutely exceptional. And Kalela. Hey, El Kalela. We could sign him just for that. That's a brilliant name. Oh, man. Oh, what I signed him just for his name. What was that? Come on, guys. Right, tactics. So, we're going to go to the third tactic. Gamba, you can replace by Katasha. Al-ARABI, and no flow. And I think Aquaman can have a run out as well. Al-ARABI can go off. He's got the goal, but Aquaman's a good player, so he's probably going to start getting fed up at not playing, actually. So we might give him a few games towards the end of the season. Anyway, no flow's been doing really well, so it's hard to take him out. But today he's actually got a pretty low rating. Alcatraz. Got a bad feeling he might be in the wrong position. Purev with the goal, he was offside. That would have had the chant going again. So I just want to check with Alcatraz and Bani Yassim. Yeah, they were in the wrong position. Got to take Mansoura. And that's all our subs made. And we've got 40 minutes to play. So we're losing to bottom. Can you believe this? I think we've had too many Alka pops the night before, which probably didn't happen in Jordan, but you never know. We're going attacking. Come on, lads. Don't let me down. We're going very attacking. We're not even going to get a highlight, are we? This is our first defeat, and it's happened at the time when we were guaranteed promotion. Absolutely embarrassing. It's happened to the bottom team as well. Unbeaten all season, and then that. Party's cancelled. Sorry. Not having it. Got to be like that when we have a party. Then we ain't having a Jordanian party again. So where's that leave us in the league with 21 games played? We've got a 6-point lead over Man and 5 games left to play. We do have two games now which we are almost guaranteed to win. If we won both of them, I would say that we have won the league. But how we managed to lose that game, I do not know. They're trying to diss on Gamba. He has been superb. What are they on about? Spraying them passes around. It's not his fault that they don't recognise his contribution to the game. He's a young lad in a country where he doesn't speak the language. What are they expecting from him? Oh, look at that. 14 days again. Where are they finding all these 2-week holidays? Oh, we've got a new intake. A right back with 11 pace. He is going to be straight in the team, I think. Squad, move. Oh, action should sign him first. Haha. Future prospect. Finalise. Negotiate. 70 quid? What's all this? Well, that can go for a start. That can go. Yearly pay rise I'm happy with. Actually, to be fair, 65 is right. Non-negotiable. No. Remove and exclude. 3 years. Suggest. So yeah, I think we're happy with that. We've got to be a little bit selective of who we sign for the under 18s because we don't want to kill our budget just on the youth players. But saying that, we've got masses of budget left, but we are about to go up. So are these players going to be good enough? I'm going to be a little bit more stricter with my choices of players, I think. I mean, look at his physicals. They are good. So I'm happy with him. So Al-Barry is 6 foot. And in his key stats, he's okay. He's only 15. Could even grow a bit more as well. So I'm happy to give him a go. Finalise promises. Negotiate contract. Youth contract. 3 years. Finalise deal. That'll do perfectly for him. Another Qualder, a right back though. He's nowhere near, so he's nothing like that other guy, is he? So he's only 5'6". Passing's not great. I'm gonna pass on him. Attacking midfield centre with 12 pace. Here we go. This guy's a little bit more like it. He can be sort of like a backup for Kataisha and Purev. So we'll approach to sign him. So far we've rejected one. That's more than normal. Finalise. Negotiate contract. 70. Yeah, happy with that. That bit I'm not happy with. Suggest. Finalise. Okay, so he is a definite, absolute definite. I think he could well be one of the next wonder kids. Arshidat. Bilal Arshidat. So a defender. Allah Mustafa. 4 pace. Marking, he's 5'11", but he's only 15, so he would hit 6 foot, I'm sure. I think they're okay, but his heading needs a lot of work. I think he would be better as a right back, but he's too slow. Oh, could be a mistake, but I'm gonna leave him. Mustafa Al Ja'afra. 11 pace, which already has me interested in him. He's a wing back left, and he's got 6 crossing, and he's 15 years old. He's one who's worth taking a chance on. Even if he never sees a light of day, I think he'll be a player who can progress. So we'll give him that chance. Negotiate contract. We'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. And can we be sneaky and get 3 years? Remove and exclude. So we're not adding any clauses, so we should really go for that. Yeah. So the extra fiver convinced him. You'll go a long way in life, my friend, with that extra fiver. Oh, do you know what? I just forgot what I was doing then and clicked away from him, didn't I? Oh. Right, so Sulkan has finished with his sulking now. We need to go back and get the youth intake again because I hadn't finished. I was still going through them. Who did I? Jafra. Now we've got Mo Salah. Mo Salah, you've got to be signed just for your name. So I don't really care how good you are. You're being signed because you are Mo Salah. Actions. Approach to sign. Finalise. Negotiate. A youth contract. What? £90 per week, 4 years. Oh well. We might never see him. He might not be good enough, but his name's Mo Salah, so he's got to be good. Abdelrahman Merjan, a centre back, who is 5'10", so he's not a centre back. He is only 15, so he could grow. I quite like him actually. So even though he's 5'10", I'm gonna take him on, see whether he grows into his role or not. Not committing too much into him, but we'll see how he goes. Hamza Tiabat. Again, another attacking midfielder who could become something. Passing's not great, but could improve. He's only 15 again. Pace is acceptable, and look at this. These are the things that I like in an attacking midfielder: teamwork, vision, work rate, off the ball, and flair. They're all acceptable. Decisions and composure and anticipation are a little bit of a concern, but I'm not so concerned about the crossing. Dribbling, I would have preferred, but we'll give him a go. See what he wants. 3 years at £55 sounds good to me. Couple more. Ahmed Al Masri. Very good mentals. Not too bad in the physicals. What is he? A right winger, 5'9", crossing, and that's okay. Pace is a little bit on the low side, but I do want to give the 15-year-old chance. So negotiate contract. 4 years at £90. Not really worth that, but we'll give you a go anyway. One more. Mohammed. Oh, Mohammed, sorry. I read that wrong. 5'9", striker, finishing 14 at the age of 15. He could be anything, couldn't he? So we'll definitely offer him a contract and see what he develops into. He's not going to be a a target man, is he? But He's got 4 years to develop under me. He'll be 19 then. It'll be interesting to see if he becomes anything. These guys are less likely to be good, although I'm not too disappointed with those stats as a 15-year-old, so I'm going to sign him. I've not rejected too many of these, have I? So we've got him, and we must be getting close to the end now. Abdul Malik Mohammed is 6'4". I mean, his pace is okay and his crossing's okay. And what is wrong with that? Why would you not consider him? Finalise promise, negotiate contract, youth contract. It's a shame it's a £90 one. I don't think he's worth that. So on the right wing now, 7 pace, technique, passing. I mean, he'd be better as a centre mid, surely. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on him. Just not quite got the mentals for me. Yusuf. Oh man. I mean, I've not seen anyone with as good a mentals as him there. Teamwork, vision, and work rate. Has it all. Stats, nothing. So, unfortunately, Yusuf, it's a no from me. And Ahmed Tayabout the second. This is a second guy, isn't it? The left back with, I mean, looks okay, but I'm going to leave it. All these are just a little bit too low for me. So they're the ones that I've committed to signing. The rest can all go. So thank you very much, Abu Sokon, for deciding you want to stay. His contract runs out next year, so hopefully we can convince him to stay for another year after that. But 10 days till we get to Asala. I think what I'm going to do, now that we've had the youth candidates and with nothing to wait for, I'm going to just holiday to the next game and just take a 2-minute break while we do that. Have a bit of a walk around and stuff like that. So go to that next match and I will see you in a short while. Confirm the holiday. Okay, so we are back and a shed load of emails to go through, 36 in total. Hopefully, most of them will be our youth guys signing their contracts. So let's get on with the messages. That's operating the wrong thing. Hopefully, it didn't stop my stream. No, we're okay. So, Al-Masri has signed. You know what? We didn't do Al-Bari as well. So, we need to sort out the training. Am I not in control of their training? Why? What a disgrace. It should be me. Bani Yassi making positive development. I mean, this guy is a wonder kid at this level. Absolute wonder kid. I mean, when we go up, he's still going to be one of the best players in the league. Let's see who wants him. Who are Al Hussein? I mean, when we've got some money, we could potentially walk this. You know, if we were sticking here for a long term save, I could make this into a great Jordanian team with great youth players and stuff like that. So look at this. So let's see how much he would cost me in wages. Try squad player. Wow, I didn't think he'd go for that, to be honest. 130 is not too bad. 4 years would be better. We need to remove and exclude that. But what I'd do is I'll see you 140. How about that? Nope. 4 years and 150. How about that? Yes. Good lad. So he's got good potential, actually, that guy. So finalise the deal, exit the talks. If we look back at him, you know, his pace, his physicals are fantastic, his mentals are very good as well. And then all this bit is likely to develop even better than what it is. So I would suggest that he is well worth a go. Gonna have a look, see if there's any more, because that was quite an interesting find. Do we not get to see him here? I don't quite know how we. Hmm. Well, don't know how we found that guy, but he looks good. No Flow won't be very happy with that, but we've got a couple of injuries that have occurred during the break. No Flow is out, which probably does us a favour because Aquaman would have been getting restless anyway. So Alya can come on to the bench, and we have our best right-sided centre back on. So we'll put him there. I mean, his preferred foot is left only, and we've got him on the wrong side there. So, and what's his preferred foot? I should check that out. It is right, isn't it? Yeah, I do remember checking before now, actually. So Alka team. So I can't believe that they're complaining about the form of Gamba. I think he's been playing okay. You know, he's not going to set the world alight necessarily as soon as he comes in. Even Purev didn't really do that. But once he settled in, he was absolutely fine. So this is another team we should be beating. We should have beaten the last team, if we're honest. But we're going to try and go for the jugular. We can't lose the promotion. The promotion is ours. It can't be taken away. But we could lose the title. It'd be nice to go up as champions, and we should, from this position, go up as champions. But this game and the next are the two games that we need to win to just confirm that, because the next two games are a lot harder. Al-ARABI should have scored. So, Bani Yassim, Al-ARABI, Al-Khatib, Al-ARABI. I mean, I don't think there's many players. See, look at that from Khattab then. A lovely gambit, sorry. A lovely little flick. And yet people are saying that he's not bringing anything to the game. Al-Hassanat. End of highlight. Aquaman. Burra. Rivalda. Plays it out to Mansour. Mansour to Al-ARABI. Al-ARABI cuts inside. Goes for goal again. Oh. Thought the keeper dived and took it over the line then. But he seemed to sort of like have his hands through the post. Which was very interesting. So, very attacking. Has not worked as I would have liked. We've dropped down to attacking now. Get that one goal, and I'd even be tempted to go defensive and just try and play a nice, relaxed game of football. Al-Beta. Aquaman. Al-Beta, able to run down the wing. Absolutely steaming through Al-Beta there. And that was a sensational run, but if he'd have sweated it across, we'd have had a guaranteed goal. Purev. Bani Yassim. Bit of a poor ball from Purev there. Took it out of our way. Gamba. I mean, look at the control that he has of the game. Bani Yassim charges through. Was he on time? No, he wasn't. He just strayed offside. So we'll drop to cautious now. Just see whether we can slow the game down. Take stock of where we're at. And hopefully get a more composed goal. Well, Al-Beta's lost the ball, but he does well to win it back. Gamba hasn't put a pass wrong as far as I'm concerned so far. Al-ARABI forces a save from the keeper. And the ball has gone out for a throw-in. Will we get to see it? No, we won't. So we've hit half-time, and we need to be encouraging them to do a bit better. Bani Yassim wins that ball, plays a lovely little back heel. And look at that again, Gamba, not having this, that he's not settled in very well. Whoever these fans are who don't like him, they need to have a good long hard look at themselves. Bani Yassim, Aquaman. Al-ARABI has missed an absolute sitter. He is really getting on my nerves today. I've had an idea, which I don't know if it'll work or not, but got to move these guys into a central position and just see whether that gives a little bit more for the guys to think about who are marking them. So Gambit has yet to misplace a pass. Been for me very good today, and he's on a 6.8. Oh no, 6.6. Al-ARABI hits the post. I'm not being funny, but Gambit is doing everything that I'm asking of him. So Aquaman having to go back, but Al-Hassadat plays the ball forward to Purev. Purev looks for Al-ARABI. Was he onside? So it's looking like a bit of a ball draw this at the moment. Al-Hassadat sends it forward again. Ban Yassim, great control. Aquaman too slow with his feet. Bani Yassim had absolutely laid it up with a fantastic piece of control, and then Aquaman just fluffed his lines. So they're looking quite dangerous now. They haven't looked dangerous all game, but look at that. I mean, what have we been doing all game? I am furious with that. They've had one shot and scored. I'm going attacking, but I'm going to make a couple of changes as well. I think we go up to there. They can both play as striker, so we'll go with that. Centre forward and centre forward. Why does he not like centre forward? It says he can play as a striker, but right, okay. So we've got two strikers for the first time in this save, I think. Oh no, I think we played 4-2-4 with the first team that I got promoted with in Laos. But certainly since that team, I think this is the first time we've had two strikers. I mean, these guys couldn't hit a barn door at the moment, especially Al-ARABI. He is absolutely useless. And indeed, I'm going to get rid of him today. I've seen enough from him. So, Q Mohammed, you're getting your chance as a target forward. And off we go. He's not had many chances lately, Mohammed, but I do have high hopes for him. He's a very tall boy. Just needs to start running a little bit more. Look how laid back he is. This is your centre forward in a defensive midfield position at the moment. Slowly working his way forward. Gets the ball there. Plays it outside. Mansour charging forward. Oh, come on, guys. This is ridiculous. Literally cannot believe what I'm seeing here. We're going to lose to the two bottom teams, one after the other. So Purev goes off in disgrace, and definitely Mansour goes off in disgrace. He had a lovely run then, and he just had to pull it back, probably to Purev, and it'd have been a certain goal. And I don't think we're going to see another highlight, are we? So this is the two bottom teams have beaten us in quick succession, having not lost a game all season. Hugh Mohammed plays out a nice ball to Majali. Majali, where's he going to put the ball? Swings it in. Aquaman doesn't even attempt to go for it. Albaita, his turn to swing it in. Hugh Mohammed is in the vicinity, but not challenging for the ball, and somehow they've given an offside. I have no idea how there could have been anyone offside then. Oh, we've lost again. Can't believe it. We are throwing this title away. Absolutely throwing it away. I mean, we're 15 days away again. This is pathetic. Why are they so far apart, these games? Next match. Trying to give us repetitive strains on our wrist pressing the flipping spacebar all the time. So Mansour is going to be suspended for the next game. Probably a good job because of how bad he was. Anyway. So it looks like Ma'an have failed to win their game. So we're now 4 games away from the end of the season and 6 points clear at the top. One more win, and I think that would be enough. I think we could well see Ma'an. Well, I've signed a new contract. Didn't get to look at it, but I've signed it. Always happens when you do something like this. Go on holiday because of how many days they've got. I don't understand why they can't wait for you to have the meeting. Or for things like that, they could call you back from your holiday. So we've managed to sign that young lad as well. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it still works. Hi.
I was wondering if that was still working. So, but it is. Still 6 days till we get back. So there's a lot of teams interested in Bani Yassim, but they can go whistle. Him and Katim are, and Gambat for that matter, are my midfield 3 for life. They are going nowhere unless they refuse to sign. I honestly cannot believe that this league is not wrapped up already. We've played the bottom 2 sides and now about to play the other side near the bottom. And that should have been 9 points. Here come the bots. If you're going to bot my channel, feel free to hit the follow first. Right, so let's get through these 52 messages that we've got. So they've offered me a new contract. What did they pay me? Oh, 500. All right, so we have had a pay rise. That's something. I was very glad to accept it. I didn't know they'd offered me anything, but my agent, because I'm so important, my agent did it on my behalf. So we've got this guy. He is ours, but he won't come through until, when is it? Let's see where it says. It won't tell me. Thank you very much. And still doesn't tell me. We'll get him at some point. So we are now 5 points clear, and they've only got 3 games left. So if we win, we're 1 point away from promotion, from champions. But winning has been the hard part. I mean, I'm looking at Gamba, and I mean, it's a bit harsh, his 6.7 average rating, because I think he's been better than that. We've got to get Mansour out, because he has let the side down big time. No Flow can go on the bench in his place. And I'm going to bring Alia on for Al-Khateem. Not because Al-Khateem's bad, but Alia is actually very good and deserves a bit of a game. Al-Khateem is without a doubt our best midfielder, but his ratings are lower than the others. And Gamba, I'm sticking with him. But we've lost 2 in a row and drawn to another team who are near the bottom. And we lost in the cup. In the last 6 games, our form has dived quite dramatically. Maybe it's just the pressure of winning the league. Bani Yassin, Aquaman. We've lost the ball. This is a team who we beat 7-1 and 7-0 and 8-1. And we're losing within 2 minutes to them. You couldn't write it, could you? We have fallen off a cliff. Absolutely fallen off a cliff. Alia plays a long ball. Nobody's even running for... What is wrong with you? Why won't you run for the ball, Aquaman? I've got to lose my temper with these players in a minute. Aquaman. Put the ball in the middle. Oh. Two minutes in, and you've annoyed me enough to sub you off. I mean, that is impressive. I bet you nobody's ever been hooked that early in a game before. He'll probably score a goal now. Well, I say he's got an assist, but I'm not quite sure how Purev has missed that. So, Alia Swings in the ball. No flows. Not going to get there. And now Nabil brings it away. We are so bad. Come on, Purev. Plays a good ball to Al-ARABI. Put the ball in the back of the net. What are you doing? Oh, can't believe what I'm watching. These guys were dominating this lead, and now they can't score for Toffee. Purev plays the ball. Great ball to No Flow. He was never offside in a million years. Terrible shot by No Flow. Purev is up for this if nobody else is. Bani Yassin, superb ball. Finally, Al-ARABI has put the ball in the back of the net. If he'd have missed that one, I think it'd have hooked him as well. And that's the composure that he's been showing all season. And it's just been missing in the last couple of games. I mean, we should go on and win this 4 or 5-1. I mean, we should be 3-1 now. So, Purev gives it to Majali. Al-Majali swings in the ball. No Flow will collect it the far corner. Bani Yassin gives it to Gambat. Gambat, Al-ARABI's going to score. It was Gambat's effort, which somehow fell to Al-ARABI. Not totally sure exactly what happened after Gambat hit this. Let's have a look. He hit Al-ARABI on the head, really, and Al-ARABI finishes. What it does, though, because it rebounded off the keeper, is it robs Gambat of the assist that he actually got there. Once again, his rating suffers for it. He's on a 7.1 regardless, so that's good. Purev, No Flow. Auya and Al-ARABI are waiting. It comes back to Majali. Majali to Auya. To Gambat. Misplaced pass from Gambat. That's the first one I've seen in 2 games. Good ball to No Flow and 3-1 offside. It doesn't count. Don't get excited. Not totally convinced it was, but No Flow. I mean, this is the team you want to play if you need to build your confidence. Gambat wins the header, but it goes to the wrong person. And so does it when Beitar wins the ball. And Nabil brings it down the wing. He is their biggest danger. And he's still going. But Sokan has it sorted. Hassanat to bring the ball out. And that's the end of the highlight. So Al-Beitar, Purev. Long ball forward by Al-Beitar, but there's nobody there. I mean, we've beat this team by so many goals every time we played them, except for in the league. When we come in the league, all of a sudden we can't get near him. Al-ARABI goes back to Rawabda. Rawabda to Hassanat. Hassanat to Al-Beitar out on the left. Gambat plays the ball to Bani Yassin. Long ball for Bani Yassin. I think Al-ARABI was offside, so he stepped back and left it. Auya. Purev. Good turn. Bani Yassin. Al-ARABI. That time he surely wasn't offside. Not having it. He wasn't offside. No flow. Plays the ball to Bani Yassim. Bani Yassim to Purev. Purev to Alia. Alia, great ball to Purev. Is this a moment? He's hit the post. A penalty, surely. Majali, Gamba, back to Rawabda. Rawabda sends the ball forward. Purev. Oh. The highlight didn't even give us a reason as to why Purev's header didn't go in. I mean, this is virtually the league title is rested on whether we can put these away or not. The amount of chances we've had, and I mean gilt-edged chances in this game, is unreal. Gambat does really well there, wins the ball back. No flow, will be offside. It's not been given. Al-Absi's headed the ball in, and that is that. We are going to balanced, and hopefully the rest of the game will be a walk in the park. I thought no flow was offside, if I'm honest, but it's crossed to Al-Absi. And I mean, I've got to say that our wide players should be doing that every game, because they're both over 6 foot, they're both good in the air, and they should be crossing the ball to each other every time. It's what their individual instructions are saying, but for some reason they don't do it. That was originally when I set this tactic up, because I saw the height and the heading ability of my wide players. That was the plan for their roles. But they just shoot all the time when they should be like chipping it up in the air for the other one to head. Rawabda, Gamba and Hassanat played it around at the back. They give it to Sokon, and Sokon plays it out to Majali. Gamba, Alia. Long ball forward to Al-Absi. That was a dirty tackle, and that's a red card, surely. Surely to Shirley, that is a red card. Every day of the week. I'm gonna bring Mohammed on in a sec. We're gonna push what would be Purev forward and put Mohammed on in his place. Bani Yassin. Purev's through. Purev hits the post. I mean, he's not going to score if we gave him another hour, is he? So Purev for Mohammed. Where are you, Mohammed? But what we're going to do is we're not going to tell him to be... in fact, we'll go poacher. And the reason we've done that is to try and get him not to come back so far. He's always too far away from the game to be of an effect. Wonder if we can make a change to his player instructions, which gets him to hold up ball as well. Yes, because he's a big, strong lad, and so we want him to do that, don't we? So, crossing now. Let's go back to team instructions. We've got 3 guys over 6 foot in the forward positions. Crossing style needs to be floated. And that should be that. Confirm the changes. Press play. Albaita wins a good header there, and again, Yanni Bassin. I don't think this sub has taken place yet, has it? No flow. Purev. Yep, so Purev's still there at the moment. And he's got the ball again. And he's played the ball to nobody. That's the worst pass I've seen him play. He's normally very creative. I think Aoya's had a good game, actually, from what I've seen of him on the ball. We may be giving Gambat a rest after today, even though he's had his best game for a while in terms of ratings. So, Al-Mashali, Gambat, Aoya, Bani Yassin. Bani Yassin played a dud bowler. Not very often we see that from him. Now, there's my mate Mohammed. So I think the guys are feeling like they've done enough already. They're 3-1. Don't seem to be trying particularly hard to get the ball forward here. Bani Yassin, Mohammed, playing like a target man when he's a scout. And look at that, he didn't get a foul for that. Nabil, the danger man. Forces a corner. Sokram was equal to that. You would have hoped so from that tight angle. But bearing in mind they're down to 10 men, I think we should be going very attacking again. Al-Absi wins the ball. Bani Yassin plays it out to Al-Baita. Al-Baita crosses the ball. Al-Absi wins the header over the bar. So 85th minute, Al-Absi right out on the wing. Can they swing in the cross? Gamba. In comes the cross. It's gone to the far post and no flow. Mohammed just wants that ball to go near him, doesn't he? One day, Mohammed, it'll come to your head, I promise you. And when it does, you'll get your first goal. He's only 16 and he's 6'5". Don't quite know what that was all about. So here's Mohammed. Gives it to Aoya. Plays it to no flow. Gamba. Mohammed looked like he was fouled there, but it doesn't matter because Al-Absi has stuck it away. So 4-1, comfortable victory, and I think that will be the league title sewn up. I suspect that Matt Arndt will drop enough points. We got another badge there. I'm not totally sure what the reason was, but anyway, we've got promotion. We knew that anyway. So I'm not quite sure what they did. So how is our balance dropped so low again? They've dropped the wage budget. That wasn't in the plans. So we've sort of limped to promotion. But we have got it. I mean, I don't quite understand that. We got promoted ages ago. So everybody's happy with me anyway. That's the important bit. And my reputation must be beginning to build up now because that's the fourth title in 6 years. You know, if bigger clubs do not start recognizing that, they must be blind. 13 days to the next one. What is going on? So I think now we start the building of the players who we keep. And I think it's, to be honest, it's most of them. Let's have a look at the squad. Then we need to look at the contracts, which are there. And we want the ones that are sticking around. So, obviously, these guys are hanging around. I want to add one more thing in here. We want age, don't we? So, Rawabda is currently our best defender. So, he's obviously going to be wanting to stay. And this 22-year-old has really good stats, and I'd like to play him a little bit more, but he needs to be a defender, really. Position defender, right wing back, because that's where we've been playing him, and he's actually done okay there, to be honest. But he's on 420 per week. That's actually quite bad. I'm not going to offer him any more, but Rawabda, I am. So transfer contract. Oh, he's got an extension. So we'll trigger that. This guy, do we persist with him or replace him? I think we replace him. So I'm gonna leave Al Hassanat on the till next year. He's got another season. He hasn't got one. He's leaving on a free. Let's see if he's changed his mind though. So he still wants to leave even though we got promoted. And this guy's is so he's going on a free, sorry, we've just looked at him. Gamba, not sure what's going on there. But we had him set to expired. That's how we want it. So these guys were going to lose. He's retiring anyway. And Mansour, I would hope that we could sign him. His contract runs out soon. Can we approach to sign him? Because I think he was a good player, if I'm honest. Finalise, negotiate. Let's see if we can get 3 years out of him at 70. So let's go for 3 years at 75. 3 years at 80. Right. Non-negotiable. 3 years, 85. Thank you. You drive a hard bargain, young man, but so 18 years old. Pace is not quite enough for me. I don't really want him, but with Albeta going, we might need him. Let's see what he wants. £80 per week. I reckon we just give him a 1-year deal and see whether he progresses or whether we can get somebody better. So left back is definitely somewhere we're going to have to replace. This guy here, we're going to want him on as long a contract as possible. Wow, 575. He's on 380 now. Let's try 480. Relegation release. You can go on a free if we get relegated. That's how confident I am. Not happy about that. 24,000 release clause. But we can't do anything about it. He's insisted on it. So, suggest 3 years at 550. Wish I could get rid of that. I mean, we're just set up to lose him. That's the trouble with that one. But that could be a good signing either way. So Alya is 29 years old, but I think he was okay. Do we give him another year? Or do we... Well, we've got another year with him, so let's leave him for now. Hassam Ahmed. I think these we've all got a year, so we'll give them that year. No Flow is still a good player, even though he's enter contract negotiations. Squad player. So we'll cancel negotiations. You want more of them, I'm willing to give you. So Aquaman. So I think this is the one guy who we want to tie down for as long as possible. Contract. Enter contract negotiations. Well, it's a good job we got a extension then. So we've now got him till 2034, so 2 years to convince him that he wants to take a massive pay rise. And then the rest, we've actually got them already on reasonably long contracts. Gambit, I think we can... I think we get an extra year because we're promoted as well with him. Might be wrong. So we've got 10 days to get to the next match. So let's holiday to the next match. Every one of these last... but Manny, I see, is complaining now. Try to get back so I can deal with it. You agreed to your clause. So he's not happy, and we'll have to leave it at that. But we're in the top division next year. I can't believe that he's moaning at that. I really cannot. Oh yeah, forgot we could go on holiday, can't we? Bound to get the whole of the squad up in arms about it as well. Match. Go on holiday. Match. Confirm holiday. And I mean, to be honest, I intend to keep him as long as I'm manager here, if I can. So we've got Mansour as a permanent player now. Why can't they all be happy like him? Al-Khatib, we've made him a highly paid player. We've got him for quite a while, which is good. I mean, with him and Gamba, our defensive midfield is sorted for the next 4 years, isn't it? Let's come back and have a look at that youth candidate. So it's just this guy Qualder, who supposed to be a right back, but his pace is so slow. It's actually gone up one, I think, since we last looked at him. But I don't think he's good enough, or will ever be good enough for the role that we want him to play. So I am gonna stick with my decision with him. And I think these two were definite no-nos, weren't they? So I mean, his was okay. It was more his mental stuff that put me off him. So I'm happy with my decisions there on the ones that I've signed and ones that I've let go. So keep rubbing the noses in about Bani Yassin, proving that he is a incredible player for us. And he's unhappy because he wants to leave, but we're going to win the top division next year with him at the helm. And hopefully then he will consider himself as at the right club for him and sign a new contract. If we're still here, of course. There's still that nagging chance that we could end up leaving and go into another team. So, talk to the team. We need just 1 point to become champions. So everybody's angry at that. So we'll leave a meeting at that. Flipping useless, these meetings. What is offensive about saying all you need is a point, guys? You don't have to win the game. You just play well enough, you'll get the result. It's encouraging. Look at that. Brilliant work from Stevie C. They love me. So, having annoyed them, we've got to win the title without playing. That is hilarious. That team meeting was so worth it. Everybody hates me, and we've won the title without playing. I told you that win before would be enough. I mean, unbelievable. Can't believe that. We've won the league without even playing. Show us the league. 55 points. What were the previous season's winning totals? Well, they got 62 points. The previous season? Why can't it just stay on there? 66 points. So in fairness, we've won it with quite a low total. 72 points. My goodness. That man went up that season in second. So, AL-ARABI. Oh, that's the XG. Well, AL-ARABI have been promoted a couple of times, so that's interesting to note. And they finished third in the season before that. Have we got another one? We have another one. League table. Docker went up. So a lot of these teams are sort of like going up and down, up and down. We're staying up. Calling it now. With the players that we've got, we're staying up. So Gamba off, Al-Khatib on. No Flow is not signing, so I'm not going to be playing him. Buddy Yassim is unhappy, but he's going nowhere. I do not care. Where's that young lad who came through in the youth system? Was he a right back? Well, he won't be registered, will he? I wanted to give him a go. Is it this guy? Yeah. We do need to sort their training out. After this match, remind me to go and sort the training out for these youngsters, because now's the time to get them when they're 15, 16. We can really boost some of their stats that they need to be working on. So just got to tell them to have fun. According to the news, we've won the title already. Maybe there's some prophetic word that we've won it already, and it hasn't actually happened yet. I mean, I'd like to get a few more points, because it'd be a bit embarrassing to win the league with the lowest amount of points out of all of them years. So, Bani Yassim, apparently unhappy, gives it to poor Evan Aouya. Great ball out for Majali. Majali swings a ball in. Aquaman is waiting and volleys that into the goal. All of a sudden, the worries about scoring goals seems to have gone as Aquaman scores a superb volley, and that is 1-0 in the hardest game we've had in the last 6 games. We've taken an early lead. I mean, look at that. That is class. Absolute class. So I'm still living in hope that Al-Beta will re-sign for us. But it's, you know, we've got a couple of games. We'll guarantee we've gone up as champions. And maybe he will change his mind about leaving on a free transfer. I mean, I'd pay him a really good wage as well, because I think he's a good left wing back. So I think you're doing well, but you can definitely find another gear. You're doing well. Keep working hard till full time. I think that's a good one to say. Everybody seemed happy with it. So Al-Absi couldn't get there, but Aouya wins the ball back. Bani Yassin plays it out to Majali. Majali to Al-Absi. Al-Absi skins his man and puts the ball in. Easy as you like. This is more like what we were playing like before. Absolutely clinical when we got the chances. Just I mean, the defence was static, really, wasn't it? So I mean, there's some players here who, if I got a decent... Oh, well, look at that. It's Badman Yambugin Pera. And that is... you know, there's players here who I would be happy to sign at most European clubs. Katim, Purev obviously would follow me wherever I go, as will Gamba. But Basim is Bani Yassin, should I say, Al-Absi, and I think even Aquaman and the other one, No Flow, are perfectly capable of playing in the European leagues. And the height for those wide men as well is something that is quite a bonus. So Al-Absi skins his man again. We're 3-0 up and cruising to the title. Oh yeah, great ball to Majali. Majali cuts inside, gives it to Aquaman, who tried the back heel into the goal. Fortunately for him, there was a defender right behind him. It's still not gone yet. Badi Yassin gets the goal, and that is 4-0. And surely now we are sealed the title. I think it says we've already done it, but I'm not totally sure how, because there were no games. So I don't know why it said we'd won when we still need a point. But we're going away with 3 regardless. So it's irrelevant. Absolutely irrelevant whether we need a point or not now. Look at that. We've only had 8 shots in the game to their 13. It's almost like we've been playing counter-attacking. Let's have a look at the energy levels of our guys. We do not need to change anything because they're all fit. They're all happy. They've all had 2 weeks off between every game, so it's no wonder they're not tired. To think where we were at the start of the season with all them niggling injuries, and that they've really calmed down over the season. And look at this, AL-ARABI's threaded through. Absolutely superb. Aquaman with the assist. And that is 5-0. And this has been a demonstration of why we won the league. I mean, I think without the sort of jitters that we had at the end of the season, we should have been on for the record points. But we've absolutely blew it against some of the easiest teams in the league. And who knew strikerless would be so successful? 2 teams in a row where we've used strikerless tactics. And we've absolutely been sensational with all of them. Here we go. Round of applause for the players who have absolutely deserved this title that they've won. They won it really with the endeavours early on in the thing, but they're handed the trophy now. Are we ready? Ooh, hey, and there we go. AL-ARABI, champions of the first division. Next season it's going to be the big league, and we're going to win that too. I have so much confidence in these players that they're good enough for that division. Bear in mind, we knocked out the top team from that division in the cup before getting knocked out by a minnow ourselves. But we'll keep quiet about that one. There we go, 5-0, absolutely cruised to victory. Congratulations, you are champions, terrific achievement. Midfielders, I'm delighted with your playmaking efforts. I mean, that was a very unstressful time, wasn't it? We had our worst run of the season and still won the league. We've got 2 matches left to play. And I'm hopeful that a couple of the players who were unhappy will now say that they're happy again. Because really, it's all about party time for these guys. The fans are in a jubilant mood after Stevie C led them to an incredible feat of winning the League One. The AL-ARABI Club of Irbid board have issued a statement declaring that they are very happy with the victory in the GL, that's Jordanian League Division 1, and are grateful to manager Stevie C for doing the club proud. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. I mean, that volley from Aquaman just set the tone for what was a brilliant day. We've lifted the trophy now. They can't take any of this away from us. We are there. Now, I would suggest that we want to kick on and get 64 points. That would put us well above the others. We have got a difficult match to come, but it's 14 days away again. This is pathetic. I mean, I don't like going on holiday. Well, to be honest, I lie. I do like going on holiday. But, there's just no sense in this at all. They could finish this league 2 months ago. Have an extra cup competition or something in there instead. So I'm going to make a brew while we wait for the holiday. So just bear with me. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so we are back and we are the champions. Let's see what nonsense the messages have got to bring up for us. So apparently our youth rating is below average, but let's have a look at who is expiring, not dying, but just the contracts. We have so we've got this guy here, the goalkeeper, 6'4", which is really good. Reflexes and that are good. I think we offer him a contract because he's 21 years old, but I think he looks all right. quite tall, quite fast in terms of his reflexes. Not fast to his pace. He's got one pace. Al Al O Ali Obeidat. I think that would be Obeidat. So he is an attacking midfielder, right? But he is not really standing out to me. Can we set him for release? Yeah. So don't show that again. Yes. Then we've got Suka. And again, not standing out to me as a striker with 9 pace. We're not really using strikers anyway, so it'd be silly to keep him. So we'll set him for release. And one last one who has an injury, which is not a massively long one, so we won't consider that in it. He is a central defender and a defensive midfielder, more a defensive midfielder, but with 19 bravery and 16 determination. He could be very useful at a time when we are struggling. So I'm going to offer. Oh, he's got a contract extension. We'll give him another year on that extension, and then we'll go from there with him. See what we think about him in a year's time. That is the important thing. Let the boss have his brew. Right. Okay. So I think we've got a very good under 21 set up there now for next season. So an excited crowd are expected for the Al Sahong game. Look at that, trying to take Purev out of his position. Come off it. Purev is the star. Alya's injured, so that means that Gambat is coming back. I think we'll give Mansour another go. So let's get rid of all the under 21s because there's all them unregistered players there. Gambat will replace Alya. Shame Alya's injured, to be honest. Kawamala Harris onto the... Oh, Kawamala Harris was already on the bench. Ahmed wasn't, so Ahmed can go on. I'm going to give Abu Hazim a game because he's not had many opportunities. Let's see how many appearances he's made. He's made 3 appearances in the league, substitute appearance in the cup, and that's it, really. So 2 clean sheets in that and just conceded 2 goals. That's not too bad for the little time that he's had, but he is retiring, so this could be his very last performance for us. And we want to say thank you very much for the year that you've given us. You have proven to be a great backup to our number 1 man, Sokon. So central defence is really the area that we're going to have to work at for next season. And if we can't get Beta to sign, left back will be one as well. So off we go. Oh, we missed the guard of honour. I meant to save it. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, can't believe we did that. We had a guard of honour and we missed it. So I'm going to try something unique and go defensive. Just because this is a better team. And they're playing a very attacking formation. I think that if we could control it by being cautious, we could potentially just dominate the game. It's not working out that way. We've got 65% possession, which is dropping rapidly now, but they've had more shots than us. Finally a highlight just before half time. We don't need many highlights. We just need a couple of goals for us to keep the party atmosphere in the stadium. This is the homecoming of the champions today that we're watching. Mansour crosses, far post, Aquaman misses the target. Should have scored. And I want to make some tactical changes, but every time I go to do it, another highlight comes on. They've plattered the crossbar themselves now. So we'll let it go to half time, and then what I wanted to do was change the passing direction to much shorter, build up the standard tempo and go to much wider, trying to spread them out a bit. But we should have control of this midfield, and that is the reason behind going for what we've had. We'll try and encourage them that, a win's not necessary, a draw's not the end of the world, and a defeat is not the end of the world. So we'll go to attacking now. We've got our corner kick routine. Bani Yassim, he's onside. Don't talk stupid. How can he be offside? You've got all them players in the box who are stood up practically on the goal line. I'm not having it that Purev was offside then at all. So Purev is coming off. He's had a bit of a shocker in fairness. But so has everybody else, looking at the stats. Kwamala Harris on for Bani Yassim. Kwamala Harris stays here just for the sensational nickname that she has. So it looks like a shutout. We'll not complain too much at that. Takes us to 59 points. We need one more point to get to 60. Things didn't go our way, but I think we did okay in that match. It was the toughest match. I mean, we did have a really good chance, but it was cut short by them saying that Purev was offside when he wasn't. So we've lost Hassanet for the next match. And it is only 7 days till the next match, so we can get away without having to go on holiday for hours. I think I'm going to remove my steering wheel. I'm getting fed up with it being in the way. That's better. I can sit a little bit closer to my computer now and actually feel like I'm not reaching over things. So I think that we've had a sensational season. Again, you know, I feel like I'm getting the hang of the tactics now because we've played three different teams. If you include my League Town save, which is going very well. I may not win the league in that one, but certainly the tactic has been working to a large degree. I was expected to finish mid-table to lower mid-table, and I'm currently up in the playoff places. So that's got to be good. Few little tweaks may be needed with it, but then also I've had this team who have exceeded expectations. Top half of the table was the remit. We've got promoted as champions. And I mean, if you look at that, Matarn are not guaranteed to go up yet. We've got up as champions here. We absolutely dominated the last 2 years in Mongolia. And all with tactics that I created myself, not downloaded tactics or anything. And it just seems to have come together at the right time, really. I mean, these strikerless ones that I'm playing with in Mongolia and then here, they have actually really been good fun. I haven't decided whether we're staying with strikerless. I think we probably will. So Matan have clinched their promotion. They've played before everybody. I think there's a bug going here because they haven't played yet. We got told that we were champions before we played last time. So I think there's a bug that maybe hasn't been picked up on yet. I don't know. But that's the second week in a row where there's been a promotion that they've given us the result of it before. Either that or there's some match fixing going on here somewhere. So Sokon will get the final game of the season. He has been the keeper for us. I like that triangle. I think that is our best midfield. And Gamba, I'm just disappointed that they think he's no good. Because although his attributes are not fantastic, I think he is a good player and very creative. And he's mine. He's my first wonder kid. So literally came through my youth system. Even Porev can't claim that. Another team with the old 4-4-2, 4-2-4. So I'd like to think that against this side, who I think are lower mid-table, but don't quote me on it. I'd like to think that we could win this quite comfortably and really put on a show for the fans. We have a throw-in the 10th minute, Al-Khatib, and it's crossed in. Aquaman at the back post, heads it in. A great cross from Mansour, and Aquaman with a superb finish. And he set it all off in motion again, just like he did in the last game. It's a good header at the back post, and that's something we've been doing it towards the end of the season, but that's what we've been looking for all season long. These two wide players who are 6 foot tall, good heading, getting on the end of far post crosses. So they're straight back on the offensive and very nearly got a goal there. I think Purev's ratings have dropped significantly over the course of the second half of the season. I think he came in and made a real impact, and then he's sort of disappeared a little bit. Still scoring the odd goal, but not as emphatic as when he first came in and Ghazi got injured. Aquaman. Bani Yassim has slotted home. Another superb goal from him. He has been fantastic this season. He's only 17. Another player who I hope will follow me around wherever I go. Even though he wants to leave me here, I want him wherever I next go to. I mean, when will be the right time to return to Europe? I think that's something I need to look at when we finish this game, is what leagues we can sort of remove and what leagues we want to add in to change things up a little bit. There are some leagues now which are going to be too low for a manager of my stature to go to. So, you know, we're not going to go to Madagascar or places like that when we've got the quality of manager now that we have. We're not going to be going to sides that are semi-professional again. Bani Yassim puts Al-Absi through. Is this 2? How did it? 3 even. When did we score 2? Oh yeah, Bani Yassim. Yeah, forgot about Bani Yassim's finish. So you're doing brilliant. Keep it up. Give it another 15 minutes and then we'll bring on a few players who might want to see out the final part of the season. So it's been a very happy hunting ground for us in Jordan. Is it going to be the final chapter for us, or are we going to be playing another season in the top division? That's the excitement with Journeyman saves. You don't ever know. I've been a bit disappointed with how few people have offered me a job. Luang Prabang have been the only ones who came for me. And that was early on in the save. Bani Yassim slots in another one. I'll be interested to know how many goals he's scored this season, because he has been superb. Definitely one of the best players in this league. Took a deflection, but however it goes in, we're not bothered. Oh, the old eyes are getting tired now. As the tar has broken through for them and slotted home. Spoiled the clean sheet. What are you playing at? So let's make some changes. Abu Hazim can come for his final appearance of his career. And Purev can come off. Again, a little bit in disgrace. Or do we? No, I've changed my mind about that. I am going to take Gambat off. We're going to put it onto that tactic and change a few players around. Oh, come off it. We haven't got the combined on. So out of possession. He needs to be over there. He needs to be over there. And put the combined back on. And that is where we wanted them. Now these down here are in the wrong place. Out of possession. Swap them over. In possession. Out of possession. Yeah, okay, so do we make another one? No flow for Aquaman. He's got his goal now, it's no flow's turn. It's sad we couldn't get placed for Kwamala Harris for the last game, but Purev's more important. He's my man. Here he goes, Purev. Al-Khatib. Not convinced that Purev is in the right position still. No, we wanted to swap them over, don't we? Just in possession, out of possession. Yeah, okay, that's right. Oh, great ball. Purev's offside, though. Surely offside. He's not offside. We get to do it for one more time this season. It's Badman Yambugin Purev. I mean, this guy has been with me now for 3 seasons, and he has been brilliant all the way through till towards the end of this season, but he's still producing little moments of magic, and so that makes my heart so happy. 4-1. We have brought ourselves a great celebration for the travelling fans. The home fans might get a bit of cause for celebration here. Look at this, it's completely unmarked. Oh, what was that? That was pathetic. Zatara. Well, that should really be Zatara. Zatara. Route Abda. Garzo brings the ball forward. Good ball to the far post. Great save by Hazim. He does not concede goals. And it's actually a bit of a shame he's retiring. I think I'd have kept him on for another year if he wasn't. I don't suppose it's too late to ask him to reconsider. I actually think that I might have been slightly mistaken in that he's possibly slightly better than Sokon. So there we go, 4-1 victors, as their team does a lap of honour for their home fans. We are happily going to the top division in fine form. 3 wins and a draw in our final 4 games. Sends us up as happy, happy people. So we've received 43 grand for our exploits. That will help with the financial situation, which seems to be plummeting all the time, and I'm not sure why. So Matt managed to win 4-1 as well, so they go up. We knew before the match because of the match fixing scandal. So that's all I can say with that. The board would like to discuss the long-term vision and outline our initial expectations. So work within the wage budget and attempt to avoid relegation. Accept current vision. That's what we're going to do. End of season team meeting. Discuss the plans for next season. Thank you all for coming. Next season. Congratulations on getting them. Well deserved. You've done brilliant to get us promoted. Come back next season. We'll be flexible and real. Nah. How is this just talking about next season? It's talking about keeping the squad together and stuff like that. So I'm not having that. I'm just going to say that. So I actually don't like the way they react to some of these things. End of season review. Season is now finished and the campaign already looking forward to that season. Some as a board are delighted with my leadership qualities. The board are very pleased with progress towards the vision that we have. So confirm pre-season dates. We want to go for 5 weeks, I think. Unread. Let's deal with all of them. So let's wrap the season up as a quick conversation. I think this is where we started the season. We ran tests on the tactic, which obviously was working fantastically well. We pulled off win after win. Just a draw there that was a little bit disappointing. I think we should have expected to win that, but I'm not sure. And then we came to the first game of the season and got a draw, and I was a little bit concerned that maybe we'd been using a tactic against two weaker teams and got a false idea about it. Having looked back now at the fact that this is the other team that came up with us, a draw was probably a good result in the context of the season. It was an away match against the second best team in the league. We got a 1-1 draw. That was initially the first goal scorer for us was Kowalda from the penalty spot. And we had Mansour sent off as well in that game. So that was a little bit of a negative in that game. But we got the draw, and that was it. Then we had Al-ARABI and Ghazi. Ghazi became quite a key player for us. Another draw against Aman FC. And then we got a good win, No Flow and Alpha Corey. A name I don't really recognise, so I'm suggesting that we probably lost him. Or did he get? Is he still here? I mean, his mentals are sensational, but he's with Magia Al Sahan. So why did he leave us? Are we looking at the wrong team there? Who was it? I'm looking at the wrong team, aren't I? It was an own goal. That was it. I couldn't see. I'm not. It's quite late at night here, and I'm missing things now. Then we got so we got that good 2-1 win, and then we started to find our feet with this tactic. Bani Yassin got his first goal, No Flow and Mohamed Al-Absi. I just want to quickly save it, just in case something crashes while we're talking about it. Sensible thing to do when you're pressing these buttons. So having got 3 goals in that game, we then moved on to this one with No Flow, Al Majali and Purev getting his first couple of goals, which was fantastic for me. I really enjoyed Purev this season again. No Flow, Bani Yassim and Al-Absi with a couple of goals in the next game, 4-1, and another 4-1 where we saw Aquaman, Mohamed Al-Absi, another one for Purev, and Kutaisha getting his first goal as well. Al-Absi and Purev again with a goal. So as you can see, he started off really consistently, Purev. This was at the time when Ghazi picked up an injury. Al-Absi with a couple of goals. Probably been our most consistent goal scorer throughout the season, Al-Absi. 2 goals for Purev, and No Flow brought us a good win against a side who we'd already beaten by 7-0 and 8-1 in the friendlies. We only managed to scrape a 3-2 victory there. And it was a late goal from Purev that sort of guaranteed us the win, but they still pulled back that second goal right at the depth. 0-0 draw against Stockera. They were one of the better teams in the league. Then we got a 5-1 victory at Sama. That was a great result. They were riding high at the time. And we got Purev with 2, Aquaman with 2, and Badi Yassin constantly popping up with goals. Purev again in the next game against Al Sahan, one of the better teams. No Flow, Beni Yassim again, and Aquaman, another 4 goals. And we continued with the goals as we beat the team we've just beaten at the end of the season, 4-1, exactly the same scoreline at the home game as well, with Beni Yassim, 2 for Al-Absi, and Ghazi returning from injury getting his first goal. Aquaman, Al Khatib, and Rawabda the centre-back, getting the goals in a 3-1 against Al-Sarir. And then Purev and Aquaman getting 2 goals in the 2-1 victory over the eventual team to come second. In the cup again, we beat Shahab Al-Ordan 2-0. Comfortable victory against a side who should have been an issue to us. Then we moved on to Arman FC. Everything's still going hunky-dory. Al-Absi with a goal. Bani Yassin, Aquaman with the 3 goals that saw off Amana FC. Magir Al-Saran, or Sahan, I think that would be more. Aquaman and Al-Absi with the goals in that game. A 0-0 draw, which was probably for me the sign of things not going well to the end of the season. Ittihad Ramtha were a team that we probably should be beating quite comfortably. And as you can see, our attacking players had pretty low ratings and we were really disappointed. Then we came to the cup game, which, having beaten a team at the top of the league in the league above us in Shahab Al-Ordan, we then played Ada Club, who was sitting at the lower ends of the table in our own league, and we lost 4-2 to them. Ghazi got a couple of goals in what turned out to be his very last game for us before he went to a new club, being the same club who has bought all the other players who have left. And then Walid Awad and Muhammad Ali and Baker Mohammed were the ones who crushed us with their goals. Same club, but different result, with Walid Awad and Muhammad Ali both getting on the score sheet again, so congratulations to them too. But Bani Yassin, Abu Tahar own goal, which was absolutely hilarious. 2 goals from Purev and Al-Absi saw us comfortable winners in the league. That win probably was one of the key ones in sending us into the title, because it just kept, at a time when we were looking to be dropping out of form, it just kept the scoreboard ticking over in terms of points. Al-Absi got us a 1-0 win with an early goal against Sahab SC. It was the last goal of the game. But then the wheels came off big time. Shahab Al-Akaba beat us 2-1. Al-Absi got a goal for us. Asala, a really low-down team, beat us 1-0. Thankfully, we came against a team that we can always trust to let us have 3 points. We beat them 4-0, and Al-Absi got all 4 goals. They had a player sent off in the 65th minute, and we only scored 1 goal after that. But I would say that was the sort of like the result we needed, and it sent us to Dockera 5-0 there. That won us the league effectively, because this was one of the teams who were near the top of the league, difficult to play against, got a good draw against us last time. And Aquaman, Al-Absi with 2, Purev and Bani Yassin. Realistically, those are the guys who have led us to this season's success. Al-Sahan, a point against them, but it was already determined who was lifting the trophy. No goals in that game, obviously, but it was a bit of a party atmosphere anyway. Finally, we got the 4-1 victory, which Aquaman, Bani Yassin with 2, and Purev with the 4th goal. And that was a sensational season, it has to be said. We were comfortably the best team in the league. And so if we go to the league table and see where we finished, 62 points, 9 points clear of second, 10 points clear of Al-Sahan, who eventually finished 3rd. There's no playoffs in this league, so that is the end of the season for that. And if we go to the squad and to selection, so if we look at the players who played the most, obviously Al-Absi was always going to be a key player on the team sheet, and he had 30 games. Bani Yassin wouldn't have missed a game if it wasn't for injuries and tiredness occasionally. Albeita, hopefully he will consider a new contract. I'm going to try and offer him in a minute. But Abu Sokhan, the goalkeeper and captain. Purev, again, plenty of games for him. And Al Khatib. If we look in terms of goals, Al-Absi was the top scorer with 22 goals in the season, but also chipping in with 9 assists. I mean, look at the assists for the front three. It's absolutely unbelievable. Well, I say front three. Bani Yassim is a midfielder, but 22 goals, 9 assists. 14 goals, 8 assists. 11 goals and 10 assists for Bani Yassim. 17 years old. He is absolutely brilliant. And Aquaman got 10 goals and 3. No Flow chipped in with 9 assists and 6 goals. Not many more in the goals, but let's check out some of the other guys who got assists. Mansour managed to pick up quite a good number of assists, 7. Majali got 5, considering he only played in 7 games plus a few substitute appearances. And then we're down to the ones who just chipped in with a few. Aquaman actually is probably a bit disappointing how many he created, considering the goals he scored. He probably should have got another 3 or 4. But I think that's a tendency to shoot rather than pass the ball that might have brought him into that situation. Average ratings. No surprise, the guys who are up there. Al-Absi and Yassim. No Flow has snuck in there as well, with his 6 goals and 9 assists. And Purev is still up in the top 4 of the team, even though he's not very highly rated. I'd like to say Gambat has been a bit harshly done by in the ratings. I think he should easily be at 7 because he was so consistent and his passing. I don't know if it gives you the stats anymore with passing. Let's have a look. See, we'll click on season stats and see if. Look at that, 91% of passes completed. And that, to me, you're telling me he was averaging, he's doing 71 passes per 90 minutes, 91%, key passes 9. That's the bit that probably kept his ratings lower. But this guy was absolutely brilliant with his passing, and I think that he's been hard done by his average rating. And he's only 18. He's got time to improve. And like I say, I just don't think he's been fairly treated there. Apparently, the Lions want him on loan. That is, of course, for a bit of context, that's a club that I was at previously and who I've signed him from. So they want him back on loan. But not really going to happen because he's part of my team. So I think I'm going to continue playing. But I think I'm going to do it off stream just because I am tired and starting to make mistakes. I am being a bit noisy for my family who are in bed and asleep. It's what time are we? 20 to 12, 20 to midnight. So it is getting quite late. So I think I'm going to end the stream here. So I'd like to thank you, anyone who's popped in and visited. I wish you'd have said hello on the chat as well because it would have been good to have some engagement. But all the same, it's been a great season on what has been quite an exciting save. And I appreciate that not everybody's interested in these foreign saves, but I've really enjoyed moving around and playing with these teams. And of course, there could potentially be another move to another club, but we'll have to see what jobs are available and if they're interested in me. I've got to leave it there and call it a night. Thank you very much. I'll see you again soon. Maybe with this one or with the Leak Town save as well, which also deserves a bit of a mention because that is my other Football Manager save. It's going quite well, and either one or both of them will be on stream at some point over the course of tomorrow. But Thanks again. I'll see you again soon. Bye.